A few years ago, a researcher by the name of Dr. Todd Kashdan teamed up with Merck, and they did some very interesting research to identify the 4 characteristics that highly curious people with the greatest ability to innovate inside of their organizations possess. So what are these 4 characteristics that these curious people possess? Let's find out. The first characteristic that highly curious people with the greatest ability to innovate inside of their organizations possess is called joyous exploration. This is actually what most people think of when they think of curiosity. This is the fun, engaging, the cool part of trying to discover something new. The second characteristic that these people possess, these highly curious people with the greatest ability to innovate inside of their companies possess, is deprivation sensitivity. This is the understanding that there is a gap between what you know and what you want to know, and that you try to close that gap. And this is something that oftentimes a lot of people don't think about, right? It's understanding that there is a place that you want to go to, there is something that you want to learn, there's something that you want to do, and there is a gap between what that ideal state is and your current state is, and you believe that your role, that your job is to close that gap. The third characteristic that these people possess is openness to other people's ideas. And in this case, we're not just talking about being okay with getting ideas and feedback from other people. We're talking about actively seeking diverse opinions, perspectives, people, values. So being open, not just in a passive way, but also being open in a very active way, seeking these things out, not just waiting for them to come to you. And the fourth characteristic that these people possess is called stress tolerance. This is something that most people usually don't talk about when it comes to curiosity, is there's a lot of stress involved. When I'm writing a book about something new, when I'm giving a speech about a new topic, when you're doing something that you don't know how to do, there is stress involved because you are doing something that you don't know how to do. And your ability to deal with that stress, to cope with that stress, is an important characteristic to possess, especially if you want to be a leader, and especially if you want to be someone who innovates inside of your organization and possesses that curious mindset. So think about these 4 characteristics and ask yourself, how many of these 4 characteristics do you possess? If you have all 4 of them, then chances are you are a highly curious individual and you have the ability to innovate inside of your organization and inside of your life as well. Hey, it's just a quick reminder to check out my brand new PDF, thefutureemployee.com, which looks at how employees are evolving and changing and what you as an organization need to do to evolve and adapt. You'll get a complete breakdown of what that evolution looks like, as well as action items that you should be taking. It's an invaluable resource and you can grab it at thefutureemployee.com. Again, that's thefutureemployee.com. And now back to the show. Centered. What's going on here? All right. That's the first characteristic. Let me redo that. That was stupid. They understand that there is, let me redo that because the phone went off.